Welcome everyone back to the channel, and let's get into this fan fiction scenario of Luke on Octu when all of a sudden he could feel in the Force someone calling to him. He thought he had cut himself off from the Force, but this was something different. He could feel a sense of loss, as if he was the one that just got stabbed. Then he sees it. It was Han. This takes him back to Tatooine, when Luke looks up to Ben Kenobi, finally figuring out his calling, and goes to Alderaan with him to learn to be a Jedi like his father. Luke thought him being trapped on this planet would be doing the galaxy a favor. That seems so far from the case now. He knew what he must do. Ben Solo is soon becoming more and more like his grandfather. However, as soon as Ben killed his father, whatever used to be conflict had now become pure evil. Luke knew what he must do now to save the galaxy from another Vader. He used the Force to lift up his X-Wing and jumped into hyperspace as he moves towards Starkiller base. Rey and Finn run into the forest thinking that they could stop Kylo from following them. The events would still be the same as Rey gets force pushed into a tree, leaving her unconscious, while Finn tries to take on Kylo, but is no match with how little lightsaber experience Finn has compared to Kylo. Kylo soon feels his anger growing, becoming more and more like Vader. He moves to go pick up the lightsaber until he sees it begin to shake. However, this isn't his doing. He turns around to see Luke Skywalker as the lightsaber flies towards Luke's hand, igniting its blue blade. Luke says, "Look what you have done, Ben." Kylo, still in pain from the blaster shot by Chewie, says, "Your powers are too weak to defeat me, old man. Once I kill you, I would have killed the last Jedi." Luke says, "I sense Ben Solo still in there. Let go of your hate. I failed you once. I will not fail you again." Kylo tightens his grip on his lightsaber and says, "You think I am the one who is weak, old man. I killed my father to prove my powers to Snoke, and now I shall become more powerful than even Vader." Luke, seeing that his nephew has fallen too far towards the dark side, knows there is no redemption for Ben, as he says, "If this is the only way you will listen, then so be it." Luke, igniting his lightsaber, points its blade towards Kylo, as Kylo, out of anger, charges towards Luke. With a powerful two-hand grip on the lightsaber, Kylo strikes down at Luke as the blue blade of Luke's defends Kylo's attack. The two of them go back and forth, with Kylo staying on the offensive while Luke is being calm, not showing any signs of weakness from Kylo's powerful attacks. Luke is able to force push Kylo, dragging his feet against the snow until Kylo is able to stop himself. Kylo, using the Force, pushes massive tree limbs towards Luke. However, Luke is easily able to dodge these branches from the trees falling on him. During this duel, Luke can see Kylo grabbing at his left abdominal area as blood keeps dripping out of his wound. They both turn around to see a massive blast come from the base, as the planet is slowly collapsing on itself. Kylo sees this as a sign to continue on the offensive, as he needs to defeat Luke to leave this planet. As Kylo runs towards Luke, he tries to stab Luke right in the chest. However, Luke blocks the attack, and now Kylo has to move quickly to the defensive position. But Luke takes the hilt of his lightsaber and punches multiple times at Kylo's abdominal spot where he just got shot, causing Kylo to scream in pain. While Kylo is distracted by the pain, Luke slices off Kylo's right arm. As the ground begins to shake near them, Luke sees Finn and Rey still unable to move off the ground. As the ground separates between Luke and Kylo, Luke uses the Force to elevate Finn and Rey off the ground as a familiar sound came from the forest. It's Chewie in the Millennium Falcon, as Luke uses the Force to help them get on board safely to go back to the Resistance base to seek medical attention. When they arrive at the base, troops take Rey and Finn towards the medical facility, while Leia sees Luke for the first time in what feels like forever. Luke tells her that he thought he could bring Ben back to the light just as he did to their father. I'm afraid Ben Solo will never come back as he is trapped from the dark side. Leia says we should have hope that one day he could. Come on, Luke. I want to show you an old friend of yours. As R2 reawakes, seeing Luke once again as the two of them are back together once more. I wanted to do this fanfiction scenario of instead of Rey picking up the lightsaber to face off against Kylo, what if it was Luke? Having Luke there would have changed Kylo's arc, as seeing his old master once again would only fuel his anger. Even though Luke still believed that Ben Solo was still in there somewhere, he had to teach his nephew a lesson. I think that this makes way more sense than Rey defeating Kylo. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think of this what if scenario. Have a great rest of your day, and I will catch you all in the next one.